Hey y'all, welcome back to
Zing!
the reality podcast, where representation matters the most. I'm your co-host Montrell.
And I am your co-host Brandy.
In this corner of the internet, we are discussing all things season 28 of Big Brother. And we are here so excited to spend another season with you guys.
And y'all know, with Big Brother, nothing is what it seems. Someone is always lying, and betrayal is the name of the game. And so we are here to discuss it all.
Okay, so in this episode, we are recapping season 28, episodes 6 through 8. So let's get into it, starting with our recap rundown. Now, mind you, this is spoilers moving forward, so we are here to fill you in on all the gaps if you missed it, catch you up, and let you know the tea.
Yes, so if you do not want any spoilers, you need to exit out and come back when you watch. Okay, so our rundown. HOH comp was won by Devins. The BB time capsule, America selected Angela. She did not win, and she got the punishment. So she is the hard-boiled detective from last season with Vince. Nominees that Devins put up was Lyric, Jason, and Melody. Devins won the veto and took it down Lyric and put Rome up as a renom. Blockbuster was run by Jason. Like, wait, I'm still gagged at that one. And then Rome was evicted 12-1 against Melody. I mean, let's just get into it.
Where do you start on a week like this? Like, the mess is so abundant that it's really hard to just like pinpoint exactly how do you go ahead. I'll let you start.
I don't even know, because when I tell you I was chomping at the bit all week. This was live feed gold.
So let's get into it.
We're gonna tell them that you're now a live feeder?
Okay, so just to set the scene, right? We finished recording our last episode, and I said, you know what? Fine, I'll just bite the bullet.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
See if they turned the cameras back on. They hadn't turned the cameras back on. So I cleaned up. I was getting into bed. I turned my TV on. And then the live feed cameras came up and the mess started immediately. And I said, oh my goodness, what have I been missing out on?
Yes. So
what have I been missing out? Oh, yeah.
So to finish that story, he texts me and was like, this is so good. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Because I know Montrell's not on live feeds. And then I was like, live feeds, question marks. He was like, yes, welcome to the dark side, my boy. Welcome to the dark side.
And you know what's so crazy? You know how you get like kind of caught up where you're like, you don't even remember what's a real episode, what's live feed anymore? I couldn't even tell you. It was so messy that I couldn't even tell you what was the piece of mess that I thought was so messy at the time.
Yes.
From that live feed, but I was just like, oh my gosh, this is everything. This is everything. And so
hold on. So this kind of changes everything between us, though, because
yes, it does.
There was so much I couldn't discuss with you until it was shown on the episode, and now, baby, it's like gloves
the world
are
is
off.
our oyster. The world is our oyster now.
Hello.
And it's funny because I feel like even in this scenario, we're both gonna catch different live feeds.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So it's gonna be like, did you see when? And did you see when? Yeah, I'm here for it. I'm ready. So thank you for welcoming me to the dark side. Look, cheers to
I don't
that.
even have a cup today.
I know.
Cheers.
But cheers to that.
I'm so proud of you. So, yes, let's start with the mess. The fact that Devins got HOH, crazy, especially because he was out the very first round. And so when it was like, okay, well, you could come back in round 3, I was like, oh, but his momentum's already dampened because he was out, right? Wrong.
Right. And Big Brother has leveled. I won't say leveled up, because Big Brother has always been very good with their games, and it's like not super hard, but it's like you can't predict the winner based on the game all the time.
Absolutely.
But the difference is with this game that they did, like the table shifted. So like the numbers moved around. You know, normally they have like a solid table that like a ball rolls into a solid hole. Like you can like, after 3-4 rounds, you can kind of practice your roles. there was a digital table and it started like shifting the numbers around. That leveled it out. So like they find great ways to level out the playing field. And for him to literally come in third round, play once, and then accidentally win, trying to give it to Haley.
Yeah. Yeah.
Could you imagine how different this week would be if Haley was the HOH?
I honestly don't even want to think about it because I am not the
Agreed.
biggest Haley fan. So
Me neither.
the fact that Devins won, I was like, you saved it. You pulled that out for us.
Yes.
But I was so shocked that, because when we talked last week, right, we were saying it's going to be interesting seeing them as just regular house guests.
Yep.
General population.
Nope.
When Devins won, I was like, oh,
that's out the window.
Right.
We got one more week of that.
Yes.
And I'm not mad at it. And you know what? This is what I feel like after Devins won and after, and we haven't even gotten into all of it, but after the week that we've had, my hot take of this week is that like Survivor might be a lot harder than Big Brother. At least the games.
Yeah.
The games, the puzzles, they're killing these Big Brother games like they're playing Sudoku. Like on a random Tuesday and with their morning coffee. Like, what do you mean they both just like won HOH and then he won the veto? Like what? Like that's not like they put some beast in here.
They really did. And so here's my thing, and I know I'm jumping like way ahead, right? But I have to say it because if D wins HOH next week,
oh my gosh, yeah,
like that is a huge possibility, and so I can totally see them ping ponging this for like a couple of weeks,
and if not the HOH, the veto. Like it's always gonna be something.
Yes.
And God forbid they're on the blockbuster. Oh my gosh. They're going to terrorize this house. And the worst part is, the best part, because they're on my draft. The best part is that they're not even going to gun for them right away. So between them winning just because, and then them winning to like save their friends, and then winning for themselves, y'all have no idea what's coming. They're at least in the jury. I can call it now. They're at least jury.
Absolutely.
Like, yeah, for sure.
But I also think that it's funny because I've never watched Survivor, so I don't know their gameplay or things like that. So Devin's winning, and the way Devin's played this week, which I don't know if I hated it or if I loved it, but he was super transparent. And I was like, I'm not used to that level of transparency in Big Brother, right? And I mean, he told Rome, like, it's nothing personal, but I'm going to put you up. Like, you're a good player. Like, I want you to go up. He told Melody, like, hey, I'm thinking about taking you down. And I'm thinking about taking you down. And then when he changed his mind, he went back to Melody and was like, hey, I changed my mind. Like, that type of transparency, I'm just not used to. So I like literally halfway through the week, I was like, I don't know if I like his game or if I love it, but it didn't make him like, Melody is going to gun for him if she can. But he didn't really burn bridges with anybody else.
Right,
he told everybody what he was doing. Everybody was pretty much aware of it, you know? So it was like, I don't know if that was a good game move or a bad one.
It was great for the cast of people that they have.
Okay.
And I say that because I don't care what you say. You put me on the block, your head is on a stick. Done.
Right.
I take myself off the block. I'm voting against whoever it is you want to go home. Especially because they're on my side of the house. So like whoever you're actually gunning for, I want by almost out of spite, I'm voting for the other person. So for it all to have gone down like so almost perfectly because he was so honest, it kind of gave like, it was just, they're so complicit. Like, what do you mean his target is Rome, so I'm going to throw Rome under the bus to make sure what? His target is Rome. What are you throwing Rome under the bus gain you? But it is working in some favors, like Lyric, let me say something. For that to have been their plan, and I'm jumping ahead, but for Lyric to have come down from there was, you're so right. I don't know if it was stupid or if it was like great. Because like, why wouldn't you put the showman's off up, just off of GP, just off GP? Like, I want one of y'all to go home.
Right.
No, I'm gonna take you down.
Yeah. So that goes to if we were that goes perfectly perfectly into if we were HOH, what would we have done differently, right?
Okay.
I agreed with what Devins was doing up until he took Lyric off, right?
That's my exact.
That's exactly what you were saying, because what do you mean you have prime opportunity to put Lyric against Rome, right? And you didn't take it? For what? Because one of them is like, baby, listen, I was like, Devins, come on. And they could have. And Angela said it though.
Yeah. And they could have scooped Lil Melody up. They could have scooped Lil Melody up, and even if she wasn't loyal, she would have been a number at least once. She would have been she would have been some type of something. Now you can't expect anything out of her. And I do suspect her to win something before Lyric. That's what I will say. I don't see much. I don't see much from either of them, to be honest, but I could see Melody winning before Lyric. So picking Lyric and not having the showman up there was kind of like a very Survivor thing to do. But this is what I'll say. When we're not thinking of it in like a messy, because we're thinking about the mess, right? We're thinking, put the showmans up, let them battle it out, right? Yeah. He's thinking, no, actually, I want Jason or Rome. Big fish. Big fish. I would hate, and think about it. If I was Devins, I would hate if their like Uno reverse was to vote Lyric out instead of Rome. Like, no, I didn't want her. I didn't want her gone. Actually, I don't have a care in the world about that girl by herself. Yeah. So like it goes back to what you were saying. Like, dang, was that smart, or was that like the one thing I would have done different? Is also the thing that like made sure Rome went home. Right. So, But I think for me, this leads into my BB Unlocked. Okay. Here's Let's get into it.
There was a lot about Rome and Lyric this week that, I
know where you're going.
They jammed my block this week. They literally, because I have realized I don't like Lyric. Zing. I realized I do not like Lyric, right? My BB Unlocked is these hoes ain't loyal, because let me tell you, I don't care.
Zing.
Like if that's my boo, y'all are saying I love you, not love you, not loves are. You're saying I love you. Y'all are talking about plans outside of the house, all of this, baby this and baby that. But Rome couldn't get your vote. It should have been 12-2. It should have been 12-2. So for Julie to be like, no, that wasn't your voice.
You want to guess who the one vote was? Julie's so messy.
She was like, you want to guess again?
Do you want to guess another time?
Right.
Like, oh my gosh, he guessed 3 times and still was no way.
Still didn't even get to Taylor.
By my calculations, July 9th, excuse me, is when we started. Okay,
yeah,
they kissed on day 2.
Yes,
they have been in the house for 2 full weeks.
Yes,
said I love you since almost 2 or 3.
Yes,
day 2 or 3, and he couldn't get a vote, a pity vote. Mind you,
not the eye.
Somebody voted. Taylor voted, won anyway. So now we still think it's you. What?
Right.
Now it's 12-1, and we still think it's you.
Right.
We're not gonna ask no questions about who that one vote was.
Not at all.
So, but.
So let's build on this, because the hoes ain't loyal, because let's go back. Let's go back to the nomination ceremony.
Yes.
Not even the nomination ceremony, a little bit before that, right? Devins masterfully played the whole, okay, so who would you want me to save? Rome said myself, Lyric, Jason, Drew, and Lala. Right? Okay. He said, nah, narrow that down. So then all of a sudden it's Jason and Lyric. Out of and not only did Devin say that in when it was just him and Rome, he said that in front of the whole house, right?
Right.
Those you put your neck out for them, right? Even though they ended up on the block. We'll get to that. But you put your neck out and you couldn't even get a sympathy vote. Jason went into there to go like fake cry again. I vote to evict Rome. Boy, shut up. Fake tears again. When I tell you I was baffled by Lyric, I was baffled by Jason. And that's how y'all do him.
Speechless.
Like
I don't. This is just what we were. I feel like when I heard that, I felt like, mind you, Taylor was the first vote. So I'm thinking, oh, they're about to do this. They're about to do this.
Yes,
right?
Me too.
For by the end of that vote, for me to feel like this is exactly what we were afraid of. That whole house mentality, mob mentality, go with the house. I already know you're going home, so I'm not going to put my game on the line. Your game is on the line.
Right.
Like, I don't know what you think, like, you voting with them does for you being on the other side of the house. It doesn't. It doesn't. It doesn't. It doesn't give anybody any motivation to want to work with you, because at the chance that I'm turned on by the house, you're turning with them.
Right.
And then you're still going to say, I love you. I'm sorry. I can't wait to hang out after this. No.
He's professing his love on his way out. He won't even give anybody else a hug because he wants to profess his love to you. And you couldn't even give him a vote. I hope his mom watched it. And I hope when Rome goes home, his mom was like, these hoes ain't loyal. Zing, zing, zing.
I hope he has brothers. I hope he has sisters. I hope he has people that will literally be like, why she ain't vote for you, dog?
Right.
Like,
right.
You cool off that?
Right.
you not cool off that? Are you sure?
Right.
Cause but let's take it back, because she switched up the day she got nominated.
Absolutely. Yeah.
She switched up the day she got nominated. And what she showed me was she's very two-faced, because one of my first live feeds, in fact, was me going, and I mean, it wasn't that night, but Lyric talking to Melody and her saying, yeah, I'm going to Rick and I'm telling them like, I'm going to Devins and I'm telling them like, put Rome up, not me. Take me down.
Yes.
Take me down.
Yes.
He's the reason why I'm up here in the first place. He's the reason why I'm up here. And I can't be up here for no. So I have to, he's gone. He's gone. And I hate to say it because I really do like him, but girl.
Yeah.
This is your homegirl. So you can be honest, right?
Right.
That's her honest feelings. Like, she's about to throw him under the bus. And as your homegirl sitting there listening to you, I could be next. Okay, no.
Like, bet, I see your card, right?
Yes.
I see your true colors. But you're right. As soon as she was nominated, she was like, he's bad for my game.
Bad. Mm-hmm.
Okay, you knew this when you got into showmance.
On day 2.
This is what happens in showmances, right? So for you to even act like, okay, and let's go back. Hold on. Because this is what be pissing me off. Lyric, I heard Lyric on a live feed said she wasn't here for like, what did she say, TJ? She wasn't here to play the game. She was here to hang out or
to have
fun or something like that.
You said something like that, yeah.
So if that's your mentality, at least that's what you said week 1. Mm-hmm. Why all of a sudden are you gonna go have the conversation with Devins and like, no, take me off to put Rome up? And then they had that whole like strategy thing where let's break up, like let's distance ourselves from each other, and the whole house caught on because of how fake it was. But she was kikiing and caca and Cam, what's his name? Camu, and Chuck's face, and all that. Like,
she rolled over from. I said, "Oh,
I was not Yash and what?
I was not familiar with your game. I was not familiar with your game, but I honestly do think they saw right through it, and I know that they did. But clearly that didn't matter. Clearly, because what they wanted to happen happened.
Yeah.
And Hey, her getting off the block was like I said, either W move or I don't know. I don't know. Cause
Yeah.
at this point, they still would have been going against Jason, and Jason still would have. I don't know. I don't feel like Rome would have went as hard to like get himself off. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
But here's the thing. I also like I watch the live feeds. I hear like what Devins is saying and everything like that. But I still didn't really understand the Rome hate. Not saying that like I really cared for him, but I didn't understand why they were going so hard for him, right? And so then when Devins blows up his game and then he goes on this 24-hour crying fest to anybody that will listen, Rome. Like he cried to Yash, he cried to Lala, and like I didn't see a teardrop.
Oh my gosh, yes. Yes.
Did you see a tear?
Oh my gosh.
I saw him get red.
He was
but that's
like,
because he's white.
I just
Yes.
buddy, please.
Right. I was just like, again, I was like, why is there so much hate? But he's very charismatic. He's very like, you know, if it's like, let me tell you what you want to hear or like that with his tone. I don't know what it is, but he can like smooth it out real quick.
He can. He is a, where's he from?
Oh, don't have me lie to you.
Yeah, okay. I was going to say he gives off, I don't think he's from the South, but he gives off friendly Southern kind of like white boy. And the way Lala consoled him gave like, I'm so sorry, mama. I'm so sorry, mama. I was like, what is happening?
Right.
And so that kind of made me like, first of all, let me back up again. I just feel like there's so many parts that we go. The way Lala sobbed at that table about that boy, I was like, where is this coming from? Like, we're missing something. And that's when I knew the moment where I said, okay, maybe I am good to watch the live feeds because I'm missing something. Never have I ever seen Lala and Rome talk in an episode.
Okay, so I can tell you, but I think I did tell you they're in an alliance.
Why? The Big Brother didn't air it.
That's
exactly
where, okay. I
so
see
this
what you're
is
saying.
before what's their name? Like, you know, they say tool shed, red corner, and crossovers every day, every episode, every 5 minutes.
Yeah.
I don't know the name of the other sides of the House Alliance.
Yeah. So it was Lala, Jason, and Rome, and I want to say they're
Mama's Angels. Mama's
Angels.
Yes.
There we go.
Oh, Mama's Angels.
Mama's Angels. Yes.
Got it. Got it.
So
that's why she's so hurt. Okay.
But here's the thing.
Okay.
Here's the thing. I understood why she was hurt. I didn't understand why she was that
sobbing.
Hurt, though. Right? Like sobbing.
Yeah, no.
I honestly did not understand it because one, this is Big Brother. You can't trust nobody. But again, she's like, I completely trusted him. Lala, that's your first problem. And you know, I love me some Lala. But
right.
like, girl, what are you doing? What are you doing? But I liked when Taylor said, you're going to have to get that together. And you're going to have to let them fight and eat each other alive.
Eat
each other alive.
And
like,
they are going to.
It, Taylor.
And they are going to. Don't include yourself. Don't make a big deal. You better lay low. Like, she ate that.
That was the first snort of the season. That was a good one.
We are officially clipped right there. I need the clip. Roll it back. Roll the tape.
Roll that back.
Taylor did good, like trying to tell her that in that moment. Yeah. And for that, okay, since we're in that moment, right? The veto ceremony. Okay. By far the wildest thing I've seen in a while. First of all, how funny is it for Angela to be in the egg, right?
Baby, okay, hold on, time out. Her rolling on the ground and not being able to get up had me cackling. Do you understand me?
Oh my gosh. Her sitting in her shell and like on the floor kicking with her loafers on. Oh my goodness, man.
Yeah.
Hilarious. She's literally arguing with the Green Goblin at this table back and forth.
You're talking about the nomination ceremony.
A nomination ceremony.
Veto.
What did I say?
No. Yeah, you said veto.
Oh,
so
I
you're
said
talking
veto.
about just the nomination.
The nomination ceremony.
Okay.
In history, just insane.
Yeah.
They're arguing. They're chiming in on Jason and his game, which was like that was the real tea for me. Cause like Haley chiming in, and then Devin saying this about Rome, and then who else chimed in about Jason's game? Angela, of course. It was Haley.
It was
and
Angela, Haley, Devin.
Somebody else said something.
Somebody did chime in and said something.
To just keep piling on him.
Yeah.
Like,
he deserved it.
He had to just take it. But he was still like standing his ground and like standing on business about it.
Right.
So it's not like they like ate him up and like ruined his game. Like I don't know.
But I will say, I really did it gave me secondhand embarrassment when Angela started going on her little rant, right? Because she was like, actually, this is not over. And I said, Angela, we were doing so good. Baby, we were doing so good. However, I don't feel like she came as hard as she could have came because she was in the moment. So I feel like she was flustered. She was like trying to talk and trying not to get emotional, but she was getting emotional. But the one thing she said that I said, clock it. She said, America gave me this. They love me. And yes, I lost, but they gave me this. Yeah. They don't like you.
Yeah. No, yeah. She did eat that. But you know what? He came back so quick and he was just like, America hate me. Hate this messy bee. And you know what? I can't deny somebody who don't care. Like, he don't care. But mind you,
he cares.
He does. He
TJ,
does.
He cares.
He does. But for them to renege on all of this 10 minutes later and apologize in the kitchen, like literally,
that was throwing up in my mouth.
Hello?
Yeah.
Hello? Yeah. Hello?
Absolutely.
Are y'all getting paid for this? Are y'all getting paid extra? Are they slipping y'all some candy corn on the side? To what? What was the point?
No.
What was the point?
Because
now it's giving I'm on reality television. And the point is to literally be yourself and be in the house. Like, I'm going to put on a show and I don't even really mean half of the things I'm saying. And I'm going to apologize less than 10 minutes later.
Yeah. Yeah. And Angela was just like, okay, like, I want to work with you. And I don't want to not talk to you. But what? This is not. No. And like, Angela, stay mad. Stay mad.
Right. Exactly. And him cracking an egg joke and them like, guys. And then Big Brother being messy and using the egg joke in the intro of the next episode. Like, y'all are just
I don't want to work on eggshells.
Y'all are so silly. They're so silly. It's just like, we were on to something. We were on to it. And somewhere along the line, I think everybody lost the plot. And they were like, you know what? The plot is Rome. Okay, let's tear Rome down. And then they just like, and you don't really get it from the episode, but from the live feeds, they isolated him. So,
can we please talk about this? Because, again, I was 50-50 with Rome. I saw, like, at first, like I said, I didn't see why it was, like, all this Rome hate. And then I was like, okay, he is charismatic. He could talk his way out of anything, like... That can be a threat, right? However, the way they did this man when they were all up in the room, right? When they were putting together the tool shed.
Yes.
And they're pulling, Angela went and got Barrett. Who was the last? Was it Drew and Barrett, the last two people?
Yes, no. Barrett was the last person, but they went to get Drew. They went to get Kamu and Chuck and Haley. Gotcha. And then they forgot Barrett and went to get Barrett.
Okay, so the fact that he was like, this is weird. Let's go out. And they're making tea. Like, what? He's like, I'm just going to go up there. And the fact that they didn't answer the door.
TV gold.
He's like, I hear them. Baby, I was cringing for him because I was just like, oh my gosh, I know. In that moment, I know that sucked for Rome, right?
That's like a good punch.
Right.
Like,
but where I really did like what he did is he addressed it with everybody. And see, and you're right. When you watch the live feeds, you get confused of what came out on the episode and what came out on the live feeds. But they were like, yeah, he's gonna go on a campaign the next day, which he did. He was just like, I get it, but it just sucked in the moment, and I knew y'all were there, and if all this other kind of stuff. No, Rome, you should have stayed mad. That should have lit some type of fire under you, and it should have carried you the rest of the week. That's how y'all want to play.
I got something for that.
Yes,
is how you're supposed to be.
Right.
I understand, but my feelings were just hurt.
No, that's not Big Brother.
I told you my game, and you used it on me. Good game. Oh my gosh, are you out? Like you, and I feel like there's a certain point in the week where they prove to us why they should go home, and like Ashley did it.
Yeah.
Rome did it. It's like, you lay down and die. You are not here to play Big Brother, and you're an easy vote out at this point.
Right.
It almost, and if you peep, once you feel like an easy vote out, they almost want to switch it and not vote you out, because then they realize, oh, you're just gonna. They started considering Melody. They started considering Melody because they realized like, you telling us good job and great play, and let's go shake hands and
still wanting to work with Devins, like still going up there to make some kind of like pact with him. Like, if you want to work with me, I need you to take Lyric down, and once I win Blockbuster, like, we can work together. What? He backdoored you, my boy. There should be no conversation. And it's not even a back door, because he opened the door and let you walk on in.
And like, you walked through it. He actually just unlocked the door. You actually opened it yourself. You opened it yourself and walked out of it. It was no back door, nothing.
That's true.
Unlocked it because he told you, hey, the door's unlocked.
Yeah.
And you said, okay. I appreciate you for telling me that. I appreciate you.
Right.
Bro.
Right. No. Like, and the thing is that I do appreciate, like, maybe that's just who he was, because when he had that interview with Julie and he was like, you know, the what did they call them? The icons. The icons wanted to get me out. They were that threatened. Like, bro, no.
And she said, do you have any feelings there? Like, she didn't want to know like what his thoughts were. She was like, do you have any feelings there? He said, yeah, I just want to go home and play cornhole with Devins. Oh my gosh, get this guy out of here.
And then she even reframed it. Okay, in that moment, how did you feel?
Messy. Yes. And this is why Julie Chen will forever be the host. Because can't nobody be messy and do it like her and then still tell each other to love one another. Yeah. Good night.
Yes.
I loved every bit of it. So now I feel like there's so much more though.
There really is. There really is.
Because so on the live feeds, right? And you touched on it. He went on this campaign tour and like told everybody like, hey, whatever, but this hurt. Like, I know y'all were in there. It hurt my feelings. Da 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 da. But you, which we didn't see on the episodes. But then we have what was shown on the episodes, which is Drew and Barrett are not happy about being the last ones pulled into that alliance. So so let me paint a picture for you real quick.
Okay.
Remember last episode I said, now this might not be good because the red corner and the crossovers, considering they have a central two people, normally in Big Brother they eat each other, and then like those two people are insulated, and that's what I was getting at why it may be a bad game for D if this goes left.
Right.
I can eat my words because
eat them. Wait, what did you tell me last week? 5 course. This is just the appetizer, baby. Eat these words.
The smartest thing she could have done was, and I say D specifically because that's what I was talking about when I said it was either great or dumb, because she combined them. She made them each other's allies. Now, granted, they're still going to eat each other, so I was right.
Yes.
But in that moment, in this week, for them to have come together as like this like full force army of we have the votes, we have the numbers, we have the majority, we have the plan, we have the idea, and we have the support. Like, nobody is saying nothing to it. They said, yes, yes, wake me up at 3 a.m. and I'm down.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That was a beautiful. Like, the tool shed.
Yeah.
The tool shed creation was beautiful. For them to, I literally said right before, I said, what they need to do is go into the bathroom. They scooted right on into that bathroom. 1 minute later, I said, they are eating this alive.
Okay, so that's what it was. When we ended the last episode, right? And we got off, I got in bed and I got on live feeds. That's what was happening. They were doing the tool shed because that's what I fell asleep to. And so that's what I woke up to your text message to. And you were like, oh, this is too good. It was the whole tool shed thing.
Worst part, that wasn't even the part that I saw. So,
really?
That wasn't even the part that I saw.
Okay.
I literally saw, like, it was like, oh my gosh, do you know what I saw? You know what my first thing was?
What?
Lyric and Rome were in the storage room. He had her on top of the counter, and his like thing was getting a little hard. So they cut the cameras. Oh gosh. I said, oh, this is messy. They are good. And I am going to start watching because they would never show stuff like this on the episode.
Not.
And they cut it off of the live feeds, which is how I know, like, they don't even play like that.
Right. No, so I will say they do cut, like, when stuff gets really juicy, right? They'll cut it because, like, one of these days, Angela was talking to Rome on the couch, and as soon as they started talking, they cut the camera, and I was like, "Dang!" But I will say that goes up to things that they don't show into the episode. My Zing of the week, even though I don't like her, was Haley. Right? Haley told Rome he has small balls. And she later came back to apologize, and he took her apology. He was like, okay.
The live feed, she said that?
Yes. And she she says that to him because, you know, they had their little spat. They had their little words at the table, at the nominations. And so she said that to him. And so she was like, you know, I want to apologize. You're very charismatic. You're very good looking. It's just your delivery. And so he was like, I forgive you. I want us to be able to live together and possibly down the line work together. And I was like, she just called your balls small. Like,
have you no shame? Have you no, like, not even shame, but just like, ugh.
Like, get some, like.
But mind you, he had it at the table with her when he was like, I'm sick of you. Boy, I oughta. I said, oh my gosh, I have your energy towards the wrong person. Like, literally, Devin just put your love of your life up, and you mad at Haley for making a snarky comment. Yes. I was like, okay, your energy is misplaced. And although I don't like Haley either, that's not who your smoke is with. And granted, I do think that Haley probably just really is annoying. Like, because she is one of those, like, girls' boys or boys' girls. Whatever, however you say it. Yes. She's a boys' girl. And
definitely.
You know, that comes with a certain, like, I actually personally don't mind it, but I know in a house full of people, you stand out as, like, just like, what is she doing? Like, what's she always? Why are you here?
Because you can't even fake a alliance with all the girls.
Right.
And so, there's so many reasons.
Exactly.
Yeah, there's so many reasons why I don't like Haley. But I do completely agree with you is that what Haley said at the nomination ceremony wasn't even bad. Like, it was unnecessary, but was it bad? No. So for him to be like, I don't need your snarky thing. No, that's what you should have said to Devins. You should have stood up and said that with your whole chest. But you stood up and said it with your whole chest with Haley. However, my boy, did you see my boy stand up?
Yes.
And was like, don't do that. Don't talk to her like that.
Let's go. We need to come on. I actually, and I was gonna pinpoint that I gained a lot of respect. I don't know to say on my draft or nothing. Yeah. But like in my heart, Kamu has like really built something. Like he stood up for her.
I'm not talking about Kimu. No,
that's not who you're talking about.
I'm talking about Barrett.
Barrett.
in the actual moment, Barrett says something to
okay, yes,
to
he
Rome
did.
first.
He did.
And then Camus came in.
They both had like got up and like he tried to diffuse the situation. Yes,
Right.
yes. But Barrett is the one who said something. You're right. But
see, let me tell you something. As a woman, though, I respected what Barrett did. Right? Like, hey, no, don't talk to her like that. Right?
Yeah.
Camus said, "What is it? Is it Camus or Camus?" Camus. Okay. Camus was trying to get in the middle and was like, Haley, not right now. Like, just go on about your business. No, say that to him.
I thought he said that to him.
No, he said that to Haley.
Oh.
He was looking at Haley. And so I was like, no, why don't you check him?
Oh, I thought he was talking to Rome and he was like, go on somewhere. I was like, yeah.
No, he was saying that to Haley. Yeah. And I was just like, I didn't like that. Really. Because on top of watching the live feeds, I do follow a lot of other like creators who do live feeds as well, right? And so I haven't seen this on the live feeds, but I think it's like Reality Alley. She was saying how she thinks that Camus and Haley are like starting to like each other or something. So even if that's true, don't correct me in front of everybody. Correct a homeboy. And then when we're by ourselves, then you can correct me. Then you could be like, babe, that was a little bit too much.
That was a little, yeah.
But not in front of everybody else. No,
but it wasn't
we're not
too
gonna
much.
do that.
It wasn't anything. It wasn't, and I don't like her at all. So I'm gonna be honest. But it wasn't anything to correct her about. Like she can say whatever she want to say. Angela just went on a 10-minute rant,
and y'all didn't say
nobody's
nothing.
gonna say anything. So no, don't talk to me. Period. But also, I heard the opposite, which was that Haley and Chuck are like. I think Chuck has a crush on Haley apparently, or something. But they were the rumored supposed to be fake crushing. They showed him a lot on the live feeds.
Yes, they
show
do.
Chuck but they did not show him in the episode.
They don't. He does not get the time that he needs in the episodes, but that's because he doesn't do enough game wise yet.
Yes.
Right. But last week I would have said that about Chuck and Haley. Like I said, especially with the creators that I follow, they watch live feeds like all day. So they're obviously seeing something that I don't see because I see them talking game and stuff like that, but I don't see the connection between Camus and Haley. But hey.
Honestly, I don't feel like none of these people like. I think Rome and Lyric truly like each other, right? Because they too, you gotta be on something, right? but I think like it's one of those you spend so much time with somebody and and watching the live feeds, I think I really got the real perspective of how it is in the house. They talk all day long about a bunch of nothing all day long. And then they just like tell stories randomly. And then they don't even let you finish your story and they have a story to pile up. Like I watched a conversation between Devins and Yash and I turned this off so fast. I was like, I would hate to have to sit through this all day.
Yeah.
And then if I walk away, I'm being rude or it's 3:00 in the morning and I'd rather like do anything else.
Right.
They're eating. They can't even like enjoy their food without having like to be in the middle of 18 people having another it's loud.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. I was like, that actually is my BB Unlocked. I did not know that it was like this. Oh, I don't like people that much. And see, and that's the thing too. I don't either. And for me, I have like my recharge time is my alone time. So to never be able to truly have that, you know what I'm saying? Because whether you're on the hammock or whether you are they're even hanging out in the have not room, like on the little spinning bed. Like, leave me alone. I can't even lay here comfortably. I
don't want to hear you
by myself.
Baby. No, you can't.
You know how many restroom breaks I would have?
And that's the other thing. That's a whole different rabbit. Like,
yes.
no.
I know what you're about to say. You about to say, and for there to only be one real restroom, like,
I can't. Like, I don't want to be handling my business and y'all having a whole conversation out there. And then I'm in the shower, y'all are still talking to me about stupid stuff. I'm brushing my teeth. There is a lot. And so I do kind of understand when people say they don't talk game with me, so I don't know anything, because y'all have all this time to talk
All
game.
this time, all day.
And
all
for you
night.
not to talk game with me at all, okay, that shows me where your hand is.
Exactly. And you're right.
So,
Yeah. That's real. That's a telltale sign. Like,
absolutely.
I've actually never spoken to you, and we've literally spent almost 200 and something hours together in the same house, within the same bathroom, living in the... We probably are bunkmates, give or take.
Right.
A couple beds, a couple feet.
Right.
Yeah, you're so right. You ate that. They are even like... is no like real solace. The most solace, right, that anybody got, probably will get this entire season, is Angela in her egg. That I was like, you know what? That's not half bad. Because if you at the floor of the couch, nobody can really sit on top of you. Nobody's behind you. You're in your egg. You laying down. You kind of, and you're inside. You got some alone time, girl.
Right.
So I actually don't think it's that much of a punishment. And the funniest thing was the poached egg at bedtime. Oh, that had me cracking up.
It had me cracking up too, because
no
she
pun
was
intended.
That was a good one. Because she was complaining so much about like her back was hurting. It was so uncomfortable and things like that. So when I did see the poached egg, I was like, oh, they accommodated her. But then I was like, no, that's just to go to sleep. Like, baby, you are screwed. You are scrambled all week. Like, let's be so for real.
It is funny. And it's funnier seeing her in it than Vince. So.
Yes.
Because Vince was boring. Sorry. Vince
He
was
really
boring.
was. He really was.
That was like the most personality they gave him.
Yeah.
So for Angela to have personality, and for you to be arguing with an egg on week 2 of Big Brother 28, like, that's real good TV, if you ask me. Real good TV. Just to pinpoint this, because we already kind of passed it, but my Zing of the week actually was Jason keeping up with Angela. Like, I'm not gonna lie, she ate him up. They called him out. They like piggybacked off of each other. They tore him up, and he was still going for it. He was like, no, stand on business. I'm a messy bee. Call me. Nah, you switched up. Why am I just messy now? No, make sure you say the B part. And then he's like, I'm not done talking. She said, yes, you're right. Go on, mother. Evil stepmother. Like, she can't even get, like, he can't. When he said, you're not arguing with Jason, you're arguing with Selena. I said, you know what?
Yes.
You know what? I see it. And here's the thing. You pinpoint the moment where he got choked up, right? When she was like, well, why would you look at the camera like that? Why would you? He was like, they got you. Oh, they got you.
Right.
And watch, he's still not like public enemy number 1. So it's like, what are they doing this for? What are they?
But I did think it was crazy that that's what she highlighted, that he looked at the camera, when she literally could have said, you went to other people and said the whole thing was fake. That would have, that's what I said. I feel like that was so unscripted for her. That was so off plan. Like, she didn't really have time to think about what she wanted to say, because that's
lost
what
the plot.
Like, for you to be like, no, you looked at the camera. Okay, Angela. Okay.
What about we don't know if his mother is dead or alive now? What about he talked to Drew and Melody? I'm betting if you gonna be messy, be messy. Call in everybody. Somebody needs to corroborate this story, because that's what, like, the other people that chimed in also weren't the people that were part of that situation.
Right.
Haley coming in,
and you're calling house meeting.
Right. Let's make it a
house meeting.
Hello, Drew.
Yes.
But you know, and the fact that she even said, like, hey, I don't really trust Drew. Why would you not call him out? If you ask me.
Right.
Half of them are not fond of the tool shed.
Right.
So remember, I ate my words this episode, but I'll be back to give them back. I'll be back to say them again.
So that's the thing, right? So I'm gonna go this way, but I'm gonna bring it back this way, right?
Okay.
Remember in Traders when we were saying one of the things that we hated is that like the people would get in front of the camera and they would talk all big and then they wouldn't do anything about it, right? They did that really bad last season. Like they knew the answer and they were on it and like, we're gonna change this.
Yep.
For Barrett, okay, so now we're back to Big Brother, right? Barrett and Drew having that conversation about, no, we know we're at the bottom of this totem pole. And so we could switch it up. And then for you to go in there and for you to say, I vote to evict Rome. I was disappointed in that because I wanted Barrett and I wanted Drew. Well, hold on. I knew Drew wouldn't vote against Melody, but I really wanted Barrett to throw that, like, to get it started.
And they only needed one. They only needed one.
Yeah.
Jason won the blockbuster. They only needed Barrett.
Yeah.
And so them not doing it, them not like having that plan, it was just like, fine, y'all got Rome out. Which like, good job, Devins. Like, power to you. And you're about to walk away from this week, no blood on his hands. So
at all.
literally phenomenal week, right?
Right.
But boo house, like, why did y'all do that?
Right. And also too, and I know like Barrett can't see it right now, right? But that would have been the perfect opportunity to really solidify something for himself because Barrett would have been that second vote, right? Okay, if Barrett would have been that seventh vote, right? Or that second vote outside of Lyric, right? They're expecting Lyric. So who was the second vote? That would have had people turning, right?
Turmoil.
And guess who would have been the first person that they would have said? Barrett would have been nowhere around that conversation. It would have been Drew. They would have turned on Drew because they're saying she doesn't trust.
Vote for Melody.
Right. So make it make sense, Barrett. Like, again, I get that like Barrett's not privy to everything that we know and that we see, right? But Barrett, you're starting to put stuff together too. You see what I'm saying?
But he's not. He's putting it together, which is fine, but they always put it together. They're just not playing the game though. And like,
but that goes back to what I was saying. Like, you'll get in the camera and you'll be like, oh, I'm doing this and I'm going to do this. And then when it comes down to it.
Nope.
Nothing.
Pin drop.
Yes.
And
mum's the word.
They literally called themselves sewer rats. Like, oh, we know we're going to look like snakes. We're going to, and I don't care. Right?
Yeah.
Don't say that. Why say that?
Right.
Because I feel like to say that and to not do it is to put your, I don't know, trustworthiness on the line. Like, if I'm in this game and I'm lying or I'm like talking big game, it's gonna be to a level of something that either to a person that I actually would do it with or like, I don't know. I just don't like it. And the thing is, Drew doesn't even need to flip the house. And I'm gonna be so real. Drew didn't need to do anything. Drew doesn't need to do anything. He needs to stay with these tool sheds. Yeah. And he also has the other side. So he's fine. Him not doing anything is good. Barrett has no excuse. He's not doing, and he doesn't even feel safe with the tool shed. But the real gag is that none of them should feel worried about the tool shed right now. Like, literally, they are good, if you ask me. And so them already trying to turn on the alliance, like, you're going to bite the hand that feeds you. Because right now, Devins and D are doing their thing. And nobody else has shown me anything. Nobody else has shown anything.
Right.
And when Jason said, how can I show any credibility? I haven't won anything yet. Like, nobody has. Like, literally, if you take away the icons, Angela has the powers, Devins and D have the HOHs, D had the power veto. If we take away the icons, this season has been nothing of the cast. Right. Nothing of the virgin cast. So it's like, boo.
Yeah, I get that. Okay, but let's talk about Drew for a second because Drew is such an interesting one to me, right? Because I didn't like Drew from judging a book by its cover. Okay? Did not like him. I just knew he was I felt like he was either going to be a floater or he was going to be problematic, right? And I feel like he's super problematic because he just talks so doggone much. And I get it because he's also trying to solidify his spot with his alliance, right? But what I will say is he's getting too comfortable with Melody. He's showing his hand on the other side of the house. Dee and Angela are picking up on it. They're talking about it. They're having these conversations, right? And for me, it's like, Melody, wake up. You're the one who said that you weren't trying to come on here for a showmance anyway, right? What has Drew did for you to be like, Drew's my one person, I really trust him, and all this other kind of stuff. I feel like Drew's game is going to implode in, like, I say 3 weeks. I think so.
I can see that. I can see that, because there's one thing for like somebody like Lyric to be like, I'm gunning for you. There's another thing for Angela and Dee to be after you. Sorry.
And Angela has not wavered from week one. She's like, I don't trust him. I don't trust him. I don't trust him. But let me tell you, so this was a live feeds moment. Devin did mess up, and he was talking to Drew, right? And Drew said, Devin said to Drew about the Tool Shed Alliance. And out of the Tool Shed Alliance is the 5 people alliance, right? With him, Dee, Angela, Drew, and Barrett. And then he said, and out of the 5, there's the 3 alliance. And like, in that moment, as soon as Devin said it, he kind of like, and Drew was like, who, me, you, and Barrett? And he was like, yeah. But like, Drew, what you doing? Why? Is it because like you're so enamored with Devin's that you like, he just told you his hand?
I believe the word is naive.
Dumb and naive.
Like, who, me, you?
Yeah, me, you, and Barrett. What?
Like, your face, Zing, your face. A face alone is worth 1,000 words, Zing.
Make it make sense. Make that make sense.
That's one of the moments where you smile and nod. You're like,
yeah, okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow. That's a live feed moment. Okay.
I just really don't think that Drew's playing smart. I really don't, because he, like I said, he runs his mouth. He's showing his hand with Melody. He's not putting the obvious together, especially when Devin's just put it in your hand, right? Like, he put it in your hand and you dropped it because you couldn't pick up on the context clues, which in Big Brother, I don't think they realize. It's almost sometimes like what's super obvious that you have to like pick up what they're dropping. Like, come on now. So like I said, in 2 to 3 weeks, something's gonna happen with Drew.
Listen, it could be 1 week. It could be 1 week, and it could be, because this next we're back in the same spot, right?
Yep.
Where it's like, the world is our oyster, because none of the OG cast they've shown their cards, but when it's time to put somebody up, when it's time to stand on business, to put 3 people up at that, it's like, okay, nobody has done that except Survivor people, who are just like, one's reasoning was he was a big threat, so I'm going to put up his allies. And another one was, hey, I'm going to try to be fair, even though I'm just gunning for whoever, right?
Right.
Now it's like, okay, we got beef, we got split votes, we got alliances that we don't really want to be in, but we talked about pretending to be in. We got final twos, we got broken trust. Now let's see what goes down. Yeah. Now, if Lala win HOH, who, what, when, where, why? You know, like that type of thing. We're still in that space, so I'm excited. Like I love it. And I will say, and I'm gonna put this little tidbit out there. I did vote in my time capsule, right?
Okay.
And I actually put in Taylor and Yash in there just for like,
just for giggles.
Not just for giggles, but I feel like I want somebody who, I feel like they're trying to vote people in who need the power, possibly, to get the powers. Versus like voting in who they, not voting in who they like. Everybody don't like Angela. They think it would be a messy thing for Angela to have power, so they voted for Angela. Period. Okay. Taylor and Yash, you're not really like expecting it, but that's the type of thing that would like turn it around, and like, you know, like how Mickey got that. Rest in peace, Mickey.
Yes, rest in peace.
How Mickey got her power and it like shook up the whole week, like just randomly.
That was the whole Riley thing. Yeah.
Riley, she just take over the HOH. She do she want for a D to win, and then for a Taylor to actually have the power or something like that. Like, mind you, we find out tomorrow on
Yes.
Unlocked, what all
Yes.
the powers are. So I'm excited about that.
Me too.
But yes, I did vote for Taylor and Yash. I did 50-50, but I also used like 5 or 6 emails. So, you know.
So I didn't vote because, I think this week was just got by me. I did not vote this week. But if I would have voted, I would have voted for D again. That's, I am still
She's on your draft.
riding.
I get it.
I still am riding high on my girl crush on D right now. Like,
As you should. I love D.
I love me some D. However, I did want, before we wrap all of this up, I did want to discuss our drafts because my draft is to shreds. Like,
Oh my gosh, again?
baby, listen, Jason was on my draft.
Yes.
I don't want nothing to do. He is no longer my client.
Yes. You dropped him
I
last
dropped him.
episode.
Okay.
Yes.
Just to be clear.
Yes.
I do not. I'm still 50-50 about Camus because
You can't even get the man's name right.
I can't even get his name right. I don't want him either. I'm gonna drop him as a client too.
Mind you just added him last episode.
No, did I add him last episode?
Yes.
I did. Okay, so he's off, right?
Mm-hmm.
Barrett was on. Barrett, I'm gonna put him on the bench. He gonna come off the bench. I have a starting lineup. My starting lineup is only 3 players, right?
Okay.
And you know what? I'm gonna make it 4. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I'm gonna make it 4. It is D, like I told you. It is Angela. It is Taylor. It's Taylor. Taylor was on my draft originally. However, I am dropping Lala.
Okay.
And then Melody is still on there, but she's going to sit next to Barrett because she's just going to come off the bench. Because Melody is I see the potential in her. But see, that's a toxic trait of me. I see potential in people and then it don't go nowhere. Maybe that should have been my BB Unlocked.
BB Unlocked. Yes, I was literally.
Yes. I look at people's potential and I get so rose-colored glasses about that.
Yes.
But I do think that Melody has some game in her that she hasn't even unlocked yet. You see what I'm saying? And so I feel like if she could get one win under her belt and get the confidence that she needs, she could be a threat, but she's on the wrong side of the house. So I think that is going to go against her. But here's the thing, for D to see that in her too, I don't think D is going to go after somebody just because she don't like her, right? Because she didn't really care for Haley. But she's working with Haley, right? Melody is different. She's Melody is she sees the same thing. So anyway, Lala's off. And it's not because I don't like Lala. I just don't. Her position in the house is just, I think they're going to get her out just to get her out, right? Taylor is making little strategic things here and there. She gonna go far.
When you're right about that, because Taylor from the live feeds, she's a very likable girl, very likable girl. From how her banter with them on the time that I've seen was very some of them I'm like, y'all are insufferable. I would love to get away from this table. And then she was she brought it back to life. So yeah, I see that with her.
Yeah,
and you putting her on there originally, you ate that.
Yeah.
Now you are treating them.
What about your draft picks, though?
Listen,
have anything changed on your end?
Listen, this is a draft pick. That means once you pick them, they are drafted. Not a starting line of
but this is our
players.
podcast, our rules. So
exactly. And where representation matters. Hello. And I can represent my client, whoever I want my client to be.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
I honestly am pretty solid on my draft.
Okay.
If anything, I would do a little swap out with Latrice and D, because D is an honorable mention for me. So I have 5, right? I have Latrice, Chuck, Jason, Devins, and Yash.
Okay, so wait, you still want to keep Jason?
Listen, Jason is playing a game that is, think of it did you remember Celebrity Big Brother? You remember Tamar winning?
Yeah.
Rachel Riley Think Rachel Riley. Think Janelle. Think Josh, the one you hate so much. Think Dan. Think of all of these rambunctious people who like made these moves that weren't like house moves or weren't like, they were like real gut punches to the culture of the season.
Okay.
And go to win, because like one moment does not define you, and actually how you bounce back from it says everything. Now y'all are gonna have to like force this man out of the house. Y'all like him winning that blockbuster. The way he did was also like, he's a player too, and he just hasn't played in the much. You know, the first HOH was not eligible. He won the thing that made him safe the first week. Like,
right.
Y'all gonna have to get this man out hard. He's Selena, but he's Jason. And I've seen that from the beginning. He's also a big boy. He's a big boy. Like, he's not a small man. Him and Chuck are big men. Yeah. So good luck, Charlie. Good luck, Charlie. I am keeping my people because this is a draft that I went off of like in game. I went off of like, who do I see in the end? Who do I see making a wave on the jury if not? Yeah. Who do I see making it to the jury if not? And like, if there was anything, I think all of my people, including Lala, although I am going to switch her out and make her the honorable mention and put D on the official lineup. Yeah. D, Chuck, Jason, Devins, and Yash. Tell me right now that all of them are not going to get a power or a time capsule. Maybe not Jason. Maybe not Jason. Maybe not Jason. But Jason can win. But Jason can win on his own.
He can, and I'll say that he has shown that he can win, and because he's won 2 different things, right?
Right.
I just people, it's all about like how you recover from the things that happen. However, it doesn't usually happen this early in the game. When you initially put that sour taste in people's mouth this early in the game, that the aftertaste stays. And so he is going to, like, he is either going to have to fight the rest of the season, right? But he is an easy up. Like, you know,
you're untrustworthy.
Untrustworthy. Up. You made this remark. Up. You did this. Up. You see what I'm saying? Even him going back to Devins to down talk Rome, you're unloyal. Like, you're not loyal either. Like, what are we doing? So to be especially to Devins, right? Devins knew you were Rome's number 2. And then you're telling Devins, oh no, he could go. Like, that doesn't do anything for you either. Right. That's just my opinion. That's just my opinion.
That's true. That's true. But I honestly think, like, when it comes to the whole, it's going to be like y'all are going to eat each other. Like, y'all are going to eat each other. Comment. They're going to put Jason up, but they're going to have a real target in mind. And they're not like, Jason didn't do nothing to them. The only person that's going after them is Angela. Going after him is Angela. So, like, whoever Angela's next victim is, because they've already done their apologizing. So whatever Angela's next victim is, whoever wins HOH and like makes that move, whoever's the first to put the other side of the house up, that's gonna be the real beef. It's not Jason who is talking mess. Like, but
here's the thing. No, I'm gonna disagree with you on that, because D doesn't even trust Jason either, right? And Jason is on the wrong side of the house. If he was aligned with the tool shed or the red corner or whatever, I can see him playing that game. Like, oh, I got some protection. But you out here by yourself. You are out here by your lonesome. Hold on. Because I just want you to think about this, though. Just think about it.
Okay.
Jason has made a bid that they are going to make him lie in. Period, point blank. There is one person every season that they go after, that they continuously put up. And like I said, he is going to have to fight this whole season because of his mouth. Now, mind you, I do like Selena. Selena's a little bit feisty. Selena come with it. But Jason, is too soon, too much. And like, you have to scale that back just a little bit. Do this week 8, 9, 10. All I'm saying is to do it for week 2. Like, that's diabolical, actually.
Yeah. But I think that on the devil's advocate part of that, it's early enough to bounce back. right? It's early enough to learn from the mistake and move. It's early enough, and the only thing I will say that he's not going to do, that he needs to, is realize how that information got back to Angela, because that's that went over everybody's head. How Angela would look and how Angela would be able to see what you did to a camera. Hello? Are you hello?
Right.
Do you have a camera in the HOH room? Like, what's going on here? What are you talking about? You looked at the camera. What do you mean I looked at the camera? I told somebody I looked at the camera. She didn't see me look at the camera. But when he went in his diary room and said, I was caught red-handed, no, you weren't. You told somebody, they went back and told her, and you need to realize that. But see, still, for it to have been apologies, for it to have been him winning, for it to have been like, oh, it's still the Roman Empire that we're trying to take down. And like, if we get Jason as a backup, then fine. What the thing about me though, and you know this about we think alike. I don't go with that whole house stuff. I don't care who the majority is. I do not care. There is no and I love D, I love Devins and Chuck, right?
Yeah.
They're on my draft, right? And you love Kamu, cool, whatever. Or you like Kamu, but I don't care about that whole majority stuff. I don't care what the house is doing. I am always going to be that rogue vote. I'm always going to be that so cool. Y'all don't like him. He's not aligned with them, but that doesn't make him out. All it takes is one HOH, one Vitos and Blockbuster, and now the tables is turned. One
now,
power.
if he does. Now,
One
if
power.
he does, he's not going to get the power. Like, I can tell you that right now.
Not him, but somebody using the power and it flips it on the other side. All it takes is one form of flipping.
Now, what I will say is that if Jason came out and wins HOH next week, that is the only way he could save himself. Like, real talk.
And honestly, I don't want him to. Because this next HOH is going to be the one that gets all the blood. Think about it. D, scot-free. Devins, scot-free. This next HOH is going to be in bloody water, and they're going to actually piss somebody off, like unlike the other two. So I don't want him to get this one. I want him to lose gracefully.
Yes. So, like I said, I think I said it earlier in the episode, like, it would be bomb if D won HOH, right? But I'm not fully following you because he's still off my draft, right? However, I would like to see what he would do, like Jason would do for if he got HOH next week, because
Angela,
he would feel
Devins.
He would feel like he would have to like up the ante because that nomination ceremony, like he's gonna do that times 10. However, I do want to say this before we do our predictions, right? Do you remember Big Brother 6? Yeah.
With
Kaiser, Janelle.
Yes. A bit. Yes.
You know who I'm talking about, right? Okay, so you know that house was completely divided.
Split in half, yes.
It was split in half, and they ping-ponged, right? That was pure Big Brother gold. Right. Because you didn't know who was going to get it. It was like, it was bomb. It was, what was it? It was like the Friends versus, what was the other? Okay, anyway, I'm going to figure it out next episode. It was because Janelle and them were the Friends. And the other one, it was some corny name.
The Friendship Alliance and the Sovereign Six.
Sovereign Six, there we go. Sovereign Six. But they ping-ponged, right? BB Gold. If it really depends on who wins HOH next week, this might be that BB28.
Hopefully.
Because,
and I'm hoping for it.
I am too.
I am hoping
because
for it.
Could you imagine if they just ping pong this, like, and then the fact that there's 3 of them now, like unlike BB6, there's 3 nominees now. There's the Blockbuster now, so there's more times to win and opportunities to get yourself down and all this other kind of stuff. But I think that would be BB Gold, because I still say what I said last week. The one thing that I give D and I give Devins is that they have bought old school Big Brother back.
Yep.
And
unintentionally in the
best way. In the best way. So,
I'm here. I'm here. So I'm seated.
You're sat.
I'm sat. I am sat.
Okay, so what's your predictions for next week?
You know, I'm going like big, right?
Okay.
We've had little puzzles, This one was a little slide table. I think this next HOH is going to be some type of trivia. And
Okay.
Taylor, let me say something. I watched the live feed, and they said, so the dates, what were the dates? So she went from day 1, and they were on like day 6, and she said it was June 30th of 1976, and then it was July 14th of da-da-da-da, and then it was, Taylor is smart. Taylor has a great memory, and if it's like, I think, if it's a trivia game, and she didn't do great in that Blockbuster, now that I think about it, about like counting the people. But I think Taylor could be HOH. The other side of the house gets power.
Okay.
She's going to play I'm going to put up the Haleys, the Camus, the whatevers, with a backdoor plan of a D or a Devins.
Okay.
They're going to try to finally make some type of alliance that we'll know the name of.
Right.
Right. And I don't know who will go home, but I'm hoping for something different, something new. Like, Survivor has taken over Big Brother, and I love Big Brother. I mean, for God's sakes, we were Zing, the Big Brother podcast. Like, hello, Big Brother, where you at? Virgin Cast, where you at? So I'm hoping for the Virgin Cast right now.
Okay.
What do you think? What you think?
I kind of said it through the episode already. I really want D to win next week. I think because even with, and this also goes back to last season too, there was a point when it was like Vince Morgan, like the ping ponging between the two. And I could totally see that between Devins and, D. However, that's just like my safe thing, because I think that would be pure gold, TV gold, right?
Yes.
But I would love to see someone from the other side win and see how they play, because I honestly do not think if somebody from the other side wins, they would put up D, Devins, or Angela.
They wouldn't.
No, because they already know they don't have the numbers, and 2, they wouldn't want to make that big of a splash on their HOH, right? So I'm kind of like torn between the two. I'm super interested, and like you said, I will be sad, but I am super interested at like if the tool shed gets it, but here's the thing, I don't want anybody from the tool shed. It has to be D. Even if it's Angela, No. If Angela or D win, I mean, that it's like the same person. But on the opposite side of that, if somebody from the other side of the house wins, I think that is going to solidify the divide in the house, and that is going to force Barrett to pick a side.
That's the thing, like, I see that, and that's very valid. Like, that's a very valid option. But like, if D side or the tool shed side wins again, they have more than the majority at that point, and then it's like a blowout. It's not even like ping pong. Like, even if they are 3 of them on the block, by the next eviction, you only need 6 votes, and they got 9 people. Like, what? Hello, 3 people on the block, you still got 6 votes. Like, at this point, like, I don't really know how this. So they need to win. Like, the other side of the house, whatever they want to call themselves, and hopefully Sunday will have a name. Yeah, they need some help now. Absolutely. And what I love about this season, about the power specifically, is that you basically are choosing the power based on the week before. But like, imagine if like we chose the power after we already knew who the HOH was. Like, you know how like some people who are nominated get saved because a power comes in? This ain't that. This is, we need to like you before you're in danger. Yes. And hopefully you get saved type thing. Right.
And so, then also too, even if America chooses you, right, you still have to do your big one in that room to get it.
Right. So, but I also think the room looked pretty easy, and Angela just messed up. Angela. That's your girl. You gonna stick beside her?
I'm gonna stick beside her.
Right. Hello.
That's a good woman, Harpo. It's a good woman. I said Harpo, Savannah.
And on that note, it is a wrap on this week's episode. Oh, I am so happy to be filming this season with you.
I am so glad that we are back, and thank you for tapping in with us another week, another Yap session. So if you enjoyed it, please follow us, favorite us, rate us, and even drop us like a little note, like send us some fan mail.
Yes,
we would love it. We love the suggestions. We take them all in. So please send us some love.
Listen, and please follow us and come say hi on Instagram at Zing_the reality podcast, and come say hi to us on TikTok at Zing the reality podcast. Be sure to like, comment, repost, favorite, share, repost again. We are spicing it up. In this season, we are on YouTube and Facebook, so go show some love there as well. And
yes.
You know, we're here. We're here for y'all. We're here for the mess. We're here for the live feeds. And we're tuned
that
in.
That part.
Zing.
Clock it. Zing. But as always, I am your co-host, Brandy.
And I am your co-host, Montrell. And remember, spread light.
And spread love.
And we'll see y'all on the next episode of
Zing,
the reality podcast. Bye.